Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the like button because the like button helps the video to circulate. Now, this is going to be a short video, and I know I always say that. And I decided to get on and do a video. I was over on Double Tap TV's channel not too long ago, and he was showing me love. So shout out to Double Tap TV. You know, we may not agree on everything. I think he kind of explores everything, which is fine. I don't have no issues with that. But one thing I've never seen him do is, because we may have a difference of opinion in some areas, I've never seen him put my channel down or try to attack me. He's always showing me love. So shout out to Double Tap. I appreciate that. The young man doing his thing. You know, um, he's got that. He's definitely got that Bama, that country Bama accent for real, for real. We was just vacationing down there in Orange, Alabama. So me and my family. But shout out to him. Um, I wanted to I wanted to talk about, and he was kind of talking about the Young Dolph's case. Of course, he does a lot of exploring as it relates to the Young Dolph's case too, because I truly believe there are only a few channels I'll look at. You know, um, and his is one of them. It's probably about, let's see, I look at him, Player Cole, Sauce, Auntie Fee. It's probably some more. Um, if I'm forgetting somebody, don't be mad at me. But that when I'm not busy, I'll tap in on sometimes. Um, but it kind of brought me back to um the Young Dolph situation. And this is something that I have been wanting to talk about, because I always said Moneybagg Yo kind of goes under the radar. And because he's so quiet with it, when we get to talking about it, somebody always says something and it takes us off of the subject of Moneybagg Yo. I promise you. He's been kind of quiet. And I think I've always gotten to around to saying that Moneybagg has never passed the smell test as it relates to this Young Dolph situation. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I went, because I know that I've seen like pictures of Moneybagg Yo and Truly a Mafia. There was it is alleged, I guess, that he is their cousins. And that's allegedly. I don't know, that has not been verified by a credible source, but that is the rumor, right? And so I guess I could verify it, but I haven't, you know. Um, but he has not passed the smell test. And what I found was, because I had seen pictures of him with in Truly a Mafia in the past, which there's nothing wrong with that. But when I started searching in the search engine on Google to try to pull up any pictures that he may have with Truly a Mafia, maybe I was searching in the wrong place, but I don't see any. And I know oftentimes, like, you have they start getting media teams that start cleaning up stuff like that for them, start snatching, having sites to remove pictures and things of that nature. So maybe I just went, because I just did a light search in the Google engine, and I didn't see any. And I know that I had seen that in the past, where some people was able, I guess, before they started scrubbing stuff, because it's a lot of pictures and stuff that's been scrubbed. People started, when this situation happened with Young Dolph, I don't know why, but people started deleting, their whole social medias, and they started making a lot of their pictures and stuff private, and it especially came from them. And I just kind of found that weird. I don't know, why they would do that. That was just kind of strange. But then they all did a lot of strange stuff. And so I did find this interview that the young lady was asking Young Dolph about Moneybagg Yo. And then I saw, I just having to look up on y'all. Excuse me, my sinuses are acting up. So hold on one second. I want y'all to listen to it.
Moneybagg Yo. That's Yo got an artist. Yeah, but wasn't he like your boy too? I knew him before. I knew him. I had a relationship with him. I knew him before he signed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like they reached out to me to get on the song, do a video. I can't wait to do it. They're like, oh, what we need to give you? What's this? Y'all ain't gotta give me nothing. I don't need no money. I don't want no money. Oh, so you and him are so good. We good. Ain't got no. Everybody know what's what. What's your craziest experience?
Y'all heard that? He said he didn't have no issues with them. He said that's your goddess artist. And he talked about how he had gotten on a song with Moneybagg Yo, and he was glad to do it. And he didn't have no issues with him. Okay. Hey, she said, so y'all are good. She said, well, he said, well, everybody know what's what, so I guess he was saying that Moneybagg had to play his position because, if you're going to be signed to CMG, he could not openly express any affection of any sort for Young Dolph. I guess, I don't know, but let's listen to Moneybagg Yo.
I just like how they hustle. Right. Like Young Dolph too. Them. Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna get into that. We finna see. Like I just like how they hustle. I like the independent shit. Right. So talk about.
Okay, so he talked about how he liked how that was Moneybagg Yo, and that's an old video because he had not had his skin done at that point. And I'm not saying anything to be funny. When he started making money, he went to the dermatologist, and that's what you do when you get money. You go and get that shit handled. Okay, it wasn't handled on that video. Okay, so let me see. Let's go a little further.
The single you got out right now with Dolph, man, that shit crazy. This shit crazy, man. Like when this song first got made, when it first got created, I did not know that it was gonna do what it did. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Just get everybody attention. Like damn, like there was one of my songs that got everybody attention. Like damn, you rap. You know what I'm saying? Like at first I've been rapping like 5 years, bro. Because I definitely. I just like how they hustle. Right.
He said that song, when Dolph got on that song, that is what got him his attention. Nigga, you couldn't even say rest in peace. You up got ass like that. And I don't mean no harm. Okay? And see, that's what I'm talking about. It all goes back to, and like I say, and here's another thing too. I asked somebody credible, and it don't mean nothing. I asked them about Moneybagg Yo. I tried to sneak one in and kind of ask that question because Moneybagg goes under the radar, and I know that they will protect him. Look at how they've scrubbed a lot of that stuff off of the internet. That's a team that does that. Okay. Not unless I'm not looking, but Google normally pulls up everything. Okay. Especially as it relates to images and pictures. I know there are some people that may still have them, but there is a team. They got a team working on this internet. I've been telling y'all that. Okay. I've been telling y'all that. But he talked about how Young Dolph, okay. Let me get back to what I was, because see, I have so much going through my head, I be forgetting, okay. But I asked somebody credible about Moneybagg Yo, and they didn't say, as it relates to this Young Dolph situation, they didn't say nothing. They didn't give me nothing, anything definitive as it relates to that. And so that's why I say he ain't passed the smell test. Okay. He has not passed the smell test, but they didn't say, oh no, that they didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, they ignored me. Okay. And I tried to sneak one in again and ask them, and they ignored that question again. So that's why I say he hadn't passed the smell test. I would hope that Moneybagg Yo was not involved in this, because I think it's a damn shame. I'm already offended. I'm offended, that, somebody, he say out of his own mouth that's how people started to know that he rapped. That's how he blew up. And the boy said he was glad to do it because he wanted to help him. He said they called him. He was glad to do it. And Moneybagg Yo said himself, I didn't know it was going to blow up like that. And you can't even tell the boy, rest in peace. You can't even say rest in peace. Moneybagg Yo know God gonna get his ass for that one. Okay. These young men act like they don't understand. They got to pay for this. That ain't being loyal to nobody. That's being ignorant. That's being pathetic. Okay. That's being pitiful. Okay. Because regardless to what had gone on, this is a young man that you credit to yourself to helping you. He said he ain't charge you a damn dime because he wanted to see you do well. Okay. He was glad to do it because he wanted to see Moneybagg do well. He didn't have to get on there. Nobody even knew him. Moneybagg said that. Nobody knew his ass. But you heard what he said. Let me play it again. Let me play it one more time. Okay.
You know, Moneybagg Yo. That's Yo got an artist. Yeah, but wasn't he like your boy too? I knew him before. I knew him. I had a relationship with him. I knew him before he signed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like they reached out to me to get on the song, do a video. I can't wait to do it. They're like, oh, what we need to give you was this. Y'all ain't gotta give me nothing. I don't need no money. I don't want no money. Oh, so you and him.
Dolph said, "I don't need no money. I don't want no money." That's a good soul right there. And they took him out, dirty dogs. Okay, let me continue because see, y'all know I start to get upset.
That's so good. We just ain't got no. Everybody know what's what. What?
He said, "Everybody know what's what." So.
You're crazy as a because I definitely I just like how they hustle. Right. Like Young Dolph too, them. Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna get into that. Like I just like how they I like the independent shit. Right. So talk about the single you got out right now with Dolph, man. That shit crazy. This shit crazy, man. Like when this song first got made, when it first got created, I did not know that it was gonna do what it did. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Just get everybody attention. Like damn. Like there was one of my songs that got everybody attention. Like damn, you rap. You know what I'm saying? Like at first I've been rapping like 5 years, bro. Because I just like.
He said he had been rapping for 5 years. Nobody paid him no attention. Till Dolph got on the song, he couldn't say rest in peace. And yet they over there trolling. Okay, they over there trolling. He's been quieter. He's a little slicker with his. Okay, but I did see pictures, and then it makes you wonder because members of Trulia Mafia has been they're involved. That ain't nothing I'm pulling out my ass. They in jail, some of them. Okay, and then it is alleged that he was related to those young boys and the two brothers, J Money and D Money. I don't know about that. Like I said, I don't know if he's related to them or not, because White is a very common last name. I think that's their mothers got that. The young men that was taken out, unfortunately, their mother has the last name White. So there has been rumors that is his aunt. I don't know. That hasn't been verified, so I have to say allegedly. But I have seen pictures with my own two eyes. Before he made it, he hung out with those young men. I do know that. Okay, but I think it's a shame. I guess I'm getting back to. I think it is a shame, though, you guys, that that these. Okay, I think it's a shame that these young men would turn against each other because and that's exactly what it was. They was turned against each other. Okay, and there's one common denominator as it relates to people turning against Young Dolph. Young Dolph said himself, "I don't have a problem with Moneybagg Yo. Everybody know what it is." He said, "That's your goddess artist." You know, um, and I guess there was something going on even then. You know what I mean? But he put into the atmosphere, I don't have no issues with him, but everybody know what it is. And even before that, because I think after Moneybagg Yo signed with CMG, when he would be asked about Young Dolph, he didn't even want to comment on it. He didn't want to comment on if he was good with him or if he wasn't. Because I remember he did an interview. Somebody tried to get him to say something. This was before Young Dolph was taken out. And he just kept saying, "It is what it is." And they was like, "But are you all, cool? It is what it is." He didn't even he couldn't even say, "I don't have no issues with him. He doing his thing, I'm doing mine." And I think it's a shame that these young men have to be pitted against each other. And there's one damn common denominator. Okay. And y'all act like y'all don't know that. Okay. It's one thing if you got an issue with somebody. It's another thing. I mean, these young men are supposed to be able to say, well, I don't have no issues with them. Because his words should have been, I always appreciate. Because before because like I said, that video when he was talking about nobody, had been rapping 5 years, nobody knew his ass until Dolph got on that song. He was supposed to always be grateful to a young man that didn't charge him, was happy to get on it because he wanted to see him do well. And then the song blew up. That's how people started knowing him. He said that out of his own mouth. But then he couldn't even fix his mouth to say rest in peace. Okay. So now they say the word on the street is they say he around here talking about he's got a nonprofit organization going. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been an investigator for a long time. Okay, when I worked at the police department, after I left, we get extensive training because we take federal contracts. Okay, so I watch when people start, and maybe he's doing it out the kindness of his heart. Allegedly, I was looking at Miss Lowdown on that one, and y'all know I get when I look at somebody, I'm gonna say who I look at and call their name. That's just how I am. Okay, and she had the video, or not the video, but the tweet. Is it just, what do you call Instagram, a tweet? Y'all know I don't get on social media a whole lot here. Maybe Facebook sometimes. But all this other stuff I don't really deal with a whole lot. But he had an Instagram tweet, if I'm saying it right. And Miss Lowdown had that, and he was talking about he's starting a nonprofit organization. And it's going to help children who have parents who have lost their parents to violence. Okay. Mm. Now maybe he's doing it from out of the kindness of his heart. Okay, but I start, like I said, he never passed the smell test. I never got a definitive answer from a credible source when I asked about him as it relates to this situation. And it don't mean nothing because they don't have to tell me. It could have been they just didn't want to say, they didn't want to say nothing to me about it. Okay, so that means nothing. Okay, um, and he's starting a nonprofit organization. I pay close attention to people when they do stuff like that. Okay, I pay close attention because a lot of times they be trying to redirect something, and then it could be pure. Who knows? It could be pure. I don't know. I hope that it is. But he couldn't even acknowledge Dolph, and he couldn't even say rest in peace. I don't give a damn what especially if you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Nobody. Cause see what Moneybagg Yo and with the Moneybagg Yos and the black youngsters and all them gotta understand is they are gonna have to be held accountable for what they do. They gotta answer to God. Nobody else can go before God for them except for them. God ain't gonna want to hear nothing about their loyalty to nobody else. God don't want if those that make it, because y'all know we all got to lead here. I mean, that's just written, and we all got to go before God. And even when you have loyalty to people, okay, you still need to have morals. Oh, and some cool about yourself. And I think it has been so tacky and so sad that this young man sat up here and said himself that he didn't have no issues with Young Dolph, and Young Dolph was the reason that people started paying him some attention. But he couldn't even say rest in peace. It is alleged in some of his songs that he's even thrown shots. I don't listen to all his songs. I've even said before, I've kind of liked Moneybagg music. I did, I'm on that finesse 2 times now. I'm telling you, finesse is blazing. Okay, but I don't like the way that is has been handled, and why? Because surely because you own somebody's record label, there shouldn't be a reason that you could be human. There shouldn't be a reason that you can't be human. Okay, and say rest in peace to the person that you set up and said yourself was the reason that people started paying you some attention. For some reason, I guess they missed that one. They didn't. They'll probably go scrub that one, child. They missed that one. When they did the scrubbing of a whole lot of stuff. Okay. But yeah, guys, I wanted to get on here and talk about that. But helping um kids that have lost their parents. The rumor is that maybe he's doing it because allegedly, he had a baby mama that was taken out. I don't know, that lost her. I don't like to say taken out. That unfortunately was she lost her life. I'm human. I like to try to find a way to, especially, because it's especially if she lost her life. She's a mother. That's very unfortunate, because every child, regardless of whether they have both their parents or not, they sure need their mother. So that could be the reason for that. That could be the reason for that. The reason because for that nonprofit organization. I know some people were saying, it was because of his guilt for Dolph. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. That's probably the motivation for it. He set up and said himself he liked Young Dolph's hustle and he loved the independence, but he ain't independent. He ain't. And so I guess he's allowed somebody to brainwash him to thinking being a slave is where it's at. Okay? Because he ain't independent. But I hope what Moneybagg Yo can do. And I ain't trying to tell him what to do, since he wants to get into that business with his nonprofit organization. Okay? It could, like I said, it could be because he never verified, and he don't have to. If that was his child's mother or lie, he don't owe us nothing. You don't have to verify that. But that could be the motivation behind it, and then too to redirect some type of energy, of something else too. But I think all this is a shame. Moneybagg Yo has a platform where he could be talking about stop the damn violence. How come he don't do that too? Because instead of being reactive, because see what his organization is doing is being reactive. Okay. After kids have lost their parents, nigga, be proactive. How about that? When you tell when your organization is actively working and telling these folks to get up out these gangs and stop killing these black men. Okay. Damn all that other stuff. See, we're into the reactive stuff. And it's good to have stuff because things happen. But he has a platform where he could be proactive. Just say no to drugs. Stop the gang violence. How come he ain't tackling that? Because, see, that's how these kids are losing their parents, because of that gang stuff. How come he don't talk about that? People would listen to him. Okay. People like to, because, see, a lot of times, and I'm not saying him, I'm just kind of venturing off into something else. I ain't talking about him, so don't think I'm talking about him when I say this. A lot of times when people participate in stuff, especially if they got some money, they like to set up little organizations. And I ain't talking about Moneybagg. I'm just saying in general, to ease their conscience. They'll set up reactive stuff because, see, they don't really want to deal with the proactive stuff because they involved in this shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm involved and I know it ain't right, so I'll just be reactive. I'll set up a little house for kids where they got go buy them some shoes. They daddies and stuff was taken out. I think we need to be proactive. Okay. He's got the platform to be proactive. Okay. And how about stopping this and preaching about stopping and getting out of gangs and stop killing each other. But a lot of these rappers don't want to participate in stopping the killing because they want to be able to rap about and put bags on somebody, top of somebody's head when they get mad at them. They want the community to support them and help them to get rich so that they can drop bags on top of people's heads when they get mad and then go and make a song about it and brag about it. Yeah, that nigga played with me, that B played with me, I dropped the bag on her head. Okay. And then when they come down off that cocaine and stuff, or maybe when they own the cocaine, because a lot of times these folks be on drugs because they have to stay high because they can't deal with a lot of this stuff that they do for money. Okay. They get to think about maybe I ought to build a little shelter for somebody, you know. I'll build an organization to help parents to deal with, when they have missing children. Nigga, you involved in the human trafficking ring. That's all I'm saying. I ain't talking about him, I'm just saying in general. That's what you see a lot of these celebrities do. But they don't want to be involved in the proactive phase. Okay? They don't want to be involved in that. Um, Not as far as prevention, because they are involved actively in it happening. Okay. And so they'll do something in the reactive stage to cover their own asses to try to make themselves look good. Okay. All right. But anyways, you guys, let me get off of here. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And this video was not to bash anybody, but y'all know I'm gonna speak the truth. Okay. I am. And that's the reason why I go back and I play a lot of their stuff now in their own voices, right? That's what I do. Because when you go back to the beginning, you normally find a lot of nuggets. And normally when you go back to the beginning, the trail leads to whatever the ending is oftentimes. Okay. Right. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Talk with you later.